Come on, do it now. Oh, it says
And
broadcast is
this
live.
is always weird because it
Yeah.
says that we're live, but the timer hasn't started yet. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe it's because although it's recording, we're not live now, but it says we're live for the Geek Boutique podcast. How's everybody doing today? Thanks for joining us for another episode where we're live on Instagram, live on Facebook, and live on YouTube. Hope everybody enjoys this episode where we're going back to the future. Because this
Ooh.
week, we're not actually talking about stuff that's happened in the past. We're not talking about any show that we've watched. We're actually going to be talking about stuff that will be upcoming over the next little while. And there's a lot of stuff upcoming in the next little while. The people in the chat already know because we've already been talking about a lot of the stuff that's going on. But first of all, back with us as always, Mr. Messiah Complex Cosplay, Mr. Jeff. How are you doing this week?
I'm not well, but I am well enough to be here and talk to you and interact with our lovely regulars in the channel and some new folks joining us today as well. Hi guys, good to see you guys. So for the uninitiated, we are we are live on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. The Instagram through my channel, Messiah Complex Cosplay, through Facebook and YouTube through the Geeks and Co. So you can watch us live across any of those platforms as well. We are going ahead and putting together a podcast. You will be able to see the podcast in its entirety live on YouTube. But then you will also get to see some exclusive clips. And what else? I guess that's about it. Last week, the uninitiated. That's right. Last week, I went back and listened to the podcast. We had a really, really great discussion with our friend Tim, Black Captain Kirk, talking about inclusivity, diversity, especially in geek culture and geek media. And when I went back and listened to it, JS did his best impression of a statue because I realized I bogarted all of the time. I did all of the talking. I did all of the questions, and I felt like Garbo. So having said all that, I'm going to let JS lead today. He is going to bring up stuff that's coming up in the future, and I will respond accordingly. So
dude, and that's completely fine. You know what? I usually feel like I'm the one doing all the talking, and then you're just sitting there waiting to cut in. So, I'm okay with you taking over and when we have these more in-depth conversation, you've got a better way of expressing things than I do. So,
I could not disagree more than that, but I appreciate you saying that. Marianne is saying
10 out of 10 statues.
What? Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Marianne.
Yeah, the dark side saying so many cool peeps in here. I could not agree more. One of us. That's some fantastic internet y'all got, says the dark side as well. And yeah, 10 out of 10 statue skills. That's right, man.
Yes,
no one statues like the old guys here. We're used to moving as little as possible because everything hurts.
Hey, so we've got a couple old guys here chatting, but we've got a brand new The Batman movie coming out where it's a young guy, a young Batman. So we're going from the oldest Batman we've ever had to, well, basically Batman in movie says year 2. I suppose is how they're branding it. I think it technically comes out tonight. There were people that saw it yesterday. There was a preview. Gussie J got to see it yesterday. I don't know how he did that. It comes out tonight officially. No, it comes out tomorrow officially, but there is a pre-screen tonight as well. We're all going tomorrow, aren't we? You're going tomorrow as well.
I am. Yep, you're going tomorrow. Next week's episode is going to be a Batman episode, not just for the movie, but we're going to use the movie as a jumping off point to talk about Batman. Probably the go ahead.
Yeah, my buddy Rob, who I believe is still watching us online, should be joining us. For the Batman episode.
Seeing it on Saturday. And it looks like Wayne is also seeing it on Saturday. So that's cool. Yeah. I think it's going to be the new juicy news after No Way Home. I don't think it's going to make the same kind of money that No Way Home made, but so far it is reviewing very, very well. It is 3 hours, kids. So make sure you go to the bathroom before you get in there.
Is it really?
It is 3 hour runtime.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. Yeah. I've been trying to stay away from as much of the information as possible.
That's fair.
I've watched the trailers, but that's really it. I've watched one review. I watched the one spoiler-free review by Jeremy Johns.
Yep.
But otherwise, I've going in there completely blind, completely spoiler-free. So hopefully it's as good as the brouhaha online seems to make it does.
Brouhaha.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
No, I agree. I mean, the pedigree is all there. Robert Pattinson has really come into his own as an actor since Twilight or what have you. He's worked a lot in the indie circuit and he's done some great work. Matt Reeves, Planet of the Apes. I mean, his work pretty much speaks for itself. And I guess everybody else in the film's really. I guess Zoe Kravitz is another standout as Catwoman, and I mean Colin Farrell is completely unrecognizable. So, and I guess it
That's
really
the one part that
leans.
blows my mind is
Yeah, he
how
looks
crazy.
completely different.
Uh,
Yeah. And yeah, it's apparently it leans really, really heavily into the detective noir style thing, which we don't get a lot of in any of the Batman tales. It doesn't
We really
happen a
don't.
lot.
No.
The Dark Knight did it better than most of them had done them in the past. He actually spent some time as Bruce Wayne, you know, when he was trying to piece the bullet back together again and everything else. So he did use some detective skills, but he is literally labeled on the comic the world's greatest detective. So it should be cool to see him using those skills to
Batman's
solve
original comic book was called Detective Comics.
The
DC
company.
Comics
That's
is called DC Comics for Detective Comics. Detective Comics. Anyway,
Well, they were national publications when they produced the comic called
fair
Detective
enough.
Comics. Yeah,
Fair
yes,
enough.
absolutely. But that is where the DC moniker comes
But that's
from.
where
Yes.
the DC comes from. So I'm really, really happy we're getting an actual detective story more than just a fluff Batman. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't think I've been disappointed by any. Well, okay, that's not true. I have been disappointed by some of the Batman movies, but
Yeah, me too.
in general, they're Mr. Freeze and anyway.
Woo, Batman and Robin. Whoa, that was rough. That's some rough time.
Yeah,
We don't talk about that.
But this one, I'm really, really, really excited about. Early in production, they made a point to say visually, this is going to look a little bit more like Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, that makes sense based on what I'm seeing. Talking about that noir sort of, gritty, grim. Yeah.
I'm really, really, really looking forward to that. Let's see here. Tennant says she's seeing it on Sunday.
There we go.
Marianne's I can't wait. Might get like on Oh Dear. I'm not sure what the Oh Dear was about, but yeah. Wayne, I cannot wait to see the Batman. I'm so ready for it. It's okay. Yeah, he's seeing it Saturday as well.
Yeah. So spoilers next week, guys. We're all going to be seeing it. There's going to be 4 of us on the channel next week. Myself, Rob, JS, and my friend Erica, and we will all have seen it. So next week's episode, even though we're going to be talking about the Batman across all of time and space, there's going to be spoilers for the film, no question. So be prepared for that.
We can do 4 people on the Instagram live, correct?
We can. We just can't do 5.
Perfect.
Yep.
Excellent. Yep. There you go. Unit the Corgi 2016 is also watching this live video. My niece has just logged on. My niece is actually coming to town. So are my parents. My parents are coming to town in April for the first time in almost 6 years.
Wow.
Dad got sick a few years ago, and ever since he hasn't really been able to travel. So it'll be nice for them to come to the GTA for a week or so.
Yeah.
Wayne says, I'm a Batman fan. My nickname is the Black Bruce Wayne since high school. Well, wait. Is Wayne loaded? Does he have like a bunch of money and nobody knows? Is that what's going on?
I mean, his name's Wayne. So I guess it makes sense, right?
2 weeks from now, Toronto Comic-Con is back.
I know.
Toronto Comic-Con hasn't happened in 2 years.
Correct.
Fan Expo, we only missed the one Fan Expo. We missed both Comic-Cons. And it's back, finally. Comic-Con 2022. Tell us a little bit about your lineup, because you're going to be there all weekend dressed up as a bunch of different things, aren't you?
I am. Yeah, I'm bringing 3 for sure. I don't know if I'm going to end up bringing 1 or 2 more, but so myself, Crazy Mike Cosplay, and Cosplins, who was in the channel earlier, are going to be doing Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, and Gold Star, in that order, on Friday. So that should be good times. And of course, there will be many stops for beer along the way. On Saturday, I'm going to be doing Black Widow, gender bent version of Black Widow. I picked that costume up this weekend. Our friend, that Valkyrie girl, Megan, made it for me. So I will be ready to go for that. I got some accessories in as well. So that's going to be good. And then Sunday, I'm back with Mike and Lindsay again. And we're going to be some of the cast of Invincible. I'm going to be doing Omni-Man again because I had so much fun doing that last time. Lindsay is going to be Adam Eve, and Mike is going to be Invincible. So we're going to see how that works. I will be spending time with Michael Icon there, Michael, throughout the course of, and there will be, yes, my friend, there will be many, 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 many beers that will be consumed throughout the course of. So yeah, all 3 days. Loki Quinn's asking what made you decide to do gender bend Black Widow. Yeah, good question. I've been toying with the idea of doing a gender bend for the last couple of years. I actually put out a poll at one point and asked people, you know, which characters do you think I should do, and a bunch of different people responded with some really cool ideas, and I might actually do one or two of those as well. But Black Widow kind of came about as I was expressing my desire to do a gender bend cosplay. Valkyrie Custom Wear, our friend Megan, contacted me and said she was already doing a Black Widow and that it would be just as easy to make two as it would be to make one, since she was buying all the material anyway. So at that point, it was like, cool. I like the character. Marvel, so hot right now. She had her own film, the whole 9 yards. And I knew it wouldn't be something that would be, I knew it would be something that I could gender bend relatively easily without going way over the top type of thing. So yeah, good question though. Thanks for that.
Are you dyeing your hair?
So I'm using the same stuff I use for Joker and for oh my god, now I'm the one having the brain fart. Corbin Dallas from The Fifth Element. So it's a wax, but it's a colored wax, and the coverage is really good. So I have red colored wax. I'm going to put in there.
Very cool.
Hair. No, I'm not going to be a ginger for whatever that is. So
very cool.
That Valkyrie girl, Megan. So excited to see you in the suit. I should see you in person because I'm going to try coming for Saturday of the con too. So there we go.
Perfect. So we're going to see Megan there as well.
So it sounds like Saturday is the day to be there. So that'll be cool. Hopefully I'll be able to. I won't be running with any of the gang on Saturday. I'll mostly be on my own. I'm sure Michael will be with me and stuff, and we'll be having fun. But yeah, I'm going to get to see you, JS. I'm going to get hopefully Victoria, the Dark Side, said she was coming out. Looks like Robbie's going to be there, and now Megan. So yeah, awesome. Yeah. Tanith is going to be interested. Can you send me what that wax is? Interested? Yeah, of course, absolutely. Ginger spice. Thanks, Michael. Yes, ginger spice. Absolutely. If I'm ginger spice, which Spice Girl does that make you? That's what I want to know.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I know.
Go down a slippery slope very quickly.
It's going to be fun. We're all going to have a good time. Have you decided if you're going to try dressing up or not?
Probably not.
Decided?
Probably not.
I know you were still kind of on the fence, so.
Yeah, so there's a couple things. For one, we want to be able to actually go and enjoy the show.
Right.
You know, that's the one thing.
Yeah.
You know, Rob made a comment to me maybe a month ago to that effect. Like, look, like, can we actually go and enjoy the show and actually just like do some shopping and meet with people? And it's like, yeah, of course. You know, why not? So we're gonna be mostly, I think, filming. Right. So we're going to be interviewing people, talking to cosplayers, seeing what they're up to, you know, filming the con, and just, enjoying the show in general. I don't think we're going to be cosplaying at all.
We seem to have gone off the rails a little bit here. So the Dark Side saying it's going to be a hoot and a half. I agree. Megan is saying enjoying the ginger life temporarily. Michael's going to be sporty spice, and Victoria is going to be posh spice. So JS, you need a comfy cosplay.
I do.
Tanith is correct on that.
Yeah, I do. I mean, we need to make some more like casual type cosplays where you're not in a big suit and you're not, you know, you don't need an entourage.
Just throw a message at Cutie, and Cutie will give you closet cosplay tips because she
there you go.
14 a day. So yeah.
Rob says I'm working on a backup though, just in case. Oh, you son of a bitch!
You guys can't have
working on.
You got 2 weeks, man. You can't throw an easy to put together cosplay in 2 weeks. Come on, you got time.
Yeah, I'll figure something out.
Yeah. Who's baby and scary spice? I mean, I have some suggestions. I'll DM you. Yeah, I know. This is right off the rails. I knew this was going to happen too, since there's going to be so much interacting with the channel as opposed like we don't really have anything to talk about. So who's baby and who's scary? Yeah. Hypergate saying, haha, I believe in you, JS. It's 2 weeks, brother. Like
I know it's 2 weeks. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I haven't shut the door.
Is Revan that uncomfortable? Is Red Hood that uncomfortable? Like, is any of those?
You know, the problem is I don't think I fit in any of those costumes anymore.
Oh.
Okay, so that's fair. And I don't have enough time in 2 weeks to lose the weight that I would need to lose to be able to fit the Revan, the armor, the body armor. You can
Right.
make a small cosplay that would usually do sorry, you wouldn't usually do. It's a great occasion. You could do a media Clark Kent or something. That's you know what? And it's funny you say that because I've been thinking about doing a simple glasses, shirt that's unbuttoned with like a Superman t-shirt under it. You know, just something
See?
as silly and simple as
Easy.
that, right?
Easy.
So that
That is.
is stuff that I've been thinking about doing.
Yeah.
Uh so yes, Ashley, that is something that we could totally do and it's possible. He has a
100%.
channel to create content for. Well, there you go. Yes. So Rob is saying we need to create content. So
Yes.
yes,
What better way to do that than being in cosplay? I'm
for
just
sure.
saying.
Dennis says a lot of us don't fit in their cosplays anymore. Yeah, exactly. Right. With the pandemic hasn't been so okay. To be fair, I also quit smoking through the pandemic.
Good for you, man. Good for
And
you.
that so a year, I want to say next month, I've quit smoking.
Good job.
And to be fair, I quit smoking cigarettes for a year. And now I've put on like 30 pounds, right? So you can, I think you're understanding what I'm saying that.
You needed more things to do with your mouth. I
Yeah,
understand. I get it.
exactly. Blah, 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 food kept going in and, yeah, and it still does. So what can I say?
There is no shaming on our channel, sir, one way or another. So
Oh, there you go.
you can absolutely put a closet cosplay together, and I'm sure it will be fantastic.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, I might do something like that. I was also thinking at one point, I've been meaning for quite a while now to make some Wolverine claws.
yeah.
So maybe
Heck
do like
yeah.
an old man Wolverine thing, or
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Hell
There's a
yeah.
lot of stuff that I could do that would be fairly
Oh,
easy, and
yeah, 2 weeks. Get in there. Do
Tanner
it.
says, "Congrats, JS. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
It's what a difference quitting smoking has made to just my regular breathing from when I get up in the morning till when I go to bed at night. It's incredible.
Yeah. No, good for
I've been
you.
smoking since I was 15 years old, so
Yep.
incredible.
Yep. Proud of you for
Uh,
quitting smoking, Megan says.
thank
Absolutely.
you,
For
thank
sure.
you.
Yeah. Well done. Well done.
Marianne says, Logan, yes. Yeah, I mean, that's something I've been thinking about. So I also have now again, I don't know how I've never pictured in my mind a old man Cyclops,
You
but I
talk.
also have sorry.
You talk. I'm going to grab something. You keep talking. I'm going to
Yeah,
grab something.
so I also have a set of Cyclops I have a visor. Actually, I have 2 Cyclops visors. So I wanted to at one point do like an old man Cyclops type deal, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll figure something out. I mean, I'll probably pull something off, something very simple and very low key. But I'm not. We're not doing Predators. We're not doing any kind of big costumes. That's for sure. Michael Icon, good for you. Thanks, man. Yeah, it wasn't easy. Quitting smoking is probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. Uh, you have to really be ready to quit smoking to quit smoking. The problem is when you like smoking. Um, for me, smoking started as a how do you call it? A social thing. I would smoke with people. I would, every time there was a party, I would smoke, and that became me becoming a regular smoker. So the social side of it was the hardest part to lose, I think. Loki Quinn says very low key. Oh, very low key. Oh, yeah, funny. Yes, no, very low key. But yes, that's another thing. A low key costume is not something that would be out of the question. Although it's too late now to put together a proper low key costume. At least the kind of low key costume I want to put together. Mike Lycon says smoke other things. My friend, you have no idea. I don't want to leave Jeff out of these conversations, so we're gonna wait for his ass to get back here. But yes, yes, Michael, it's yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Rob the bad guy says, "LOL." Yeah, my buddy Rob knows better. Oh, Jeff's chair is moving on its own. That was very weird. Oh, it is Jeff. So I don't know if you guys could see that on Instagram, but here on the StreamYard platform, I could see Jeff's chair moving, not realizing he was under his desk. Ice K Voice says, hello, hi, how are you? I can't wait for him to put his damn headset back on because that was a little bit creepy. Get your headset back on. Jeff's on the good drugs. Yeah, he was doing some edibles last week. I'm sure he had a good trip because that was it. He turned off the podcast and he was gone. So, dude, I thought your chair was moving on its own. I was like, what the hell is going on? I didn't realize you were under your desk there for a second.
I went to get up and I forgot I had a mic plugged in on my shirt.
So you unplugged it all.
And I tipped over an entire glass of fluid, liquid, all over my desk, all over the floor, all over everywhere. So
fun times.
But there was a method to my madness as far as getting up goes. So if you decide you do want to do Logan, now when you're saying Logan as far as an Old Man Wolverine goes, you mean like the suit version maybe that he wore in the movie Logan, or
maybe. Well, I don't know about the full suit because again, I don't think I have a full suit that fits me anymore. But yeah, something to that effect.
So I can bring these.
Oh, very nice.
If you'd like.
What are those made of?
Plastic.
Are they 3D printed or?
Nope. Oh. They're manufactured.
So mass produced.
Yeah.
They look very cool.
They are very cool. If you want me to bring them, let me know. I'm happy to bring them.
I will definitely let you know because I might take you up on that.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Oh, what did I
miss? You missed the whole talk about, smoking other things and cigarettes and edibles.
Knock yourselves out.
Smoke
other things. I too enjoy partaking in the edibles. So they're made out of adamantium. That's right, Wayne. They're made out of adamantium. Thank you. On the straight and narrow here. Let's not ruin the moment. Yes, adamantium. It's like asking me what my Captain America shield is made of. You know what it's made of.
It's made out of steel.
It is not, sir.
Dude, you got me a little bit here because I wanted to talk about Picard season 2 today, thinking it was coming out next week or the week after. I couldn't remember when it was coming out. You let out the cat out of the bag that not only did it come out yesterday or today. Today was the first episode.
Right, every Thursday.
Yes, but you've already watched it.
I have already watched it. Yes, that is correct. I could not resist.
I mean, it's okay. So without spoiling it,
yes.
Give us your thoughts on episode number 1 so far.
It's out tonight. No, actually, it's already out because so all the streaming stuff. Just so you guys know, if for the uninitiated, I'm using that one again, Marianne. I know you like that one. When it's on a streaming service, if it says it drops on a Thursday, it drops typically at midnight on Thursday. So it's been out literally for, I don't know, however many hours that makes it. My thoughts. Well, you already all know if you've watched the trailers, which I'm assuming if you've come this far, you've at least seen the trailers, that your friend of mine, Q, is back.
Mm-hmm.
There was an indication people were like,
about Q being back.
Why does he look older? That's addressed. So just so you know, that doesn't just happen. That is addressed as to why he looks older. Q, I'm talking about. So it's one of those interesting. The setup is very similar to. It feels very Trek. It starts off with this giant, huge scene, and then there's a bunch of just kind of low, catching us up on what's gone on since season 1, and then there's another really huge scene at the end. So it's balanced well, it's put together well, and it looks like, I'm not 100%, but it looks like season 1, which I still enjoyed, felt a little bit kind of all over the place. Like they just kind of threw everything at the wall and just to see what would work. This one seems a little bit more focused on what they're trying to go for tonally, what they're trying to achieve. And let me say, Jerry Ryan, I mean, damn, 7 looks, I'm sorry, that's terrible and it's sexist and I feel awful, but my goodness, is that an attractive woman? She has aged very well. She looks like $1 million damn dollars. So yeah, I'm
liking that they're bringing back a lot of the characters from season 1. I was really hoping that 7 being in season 1 wasn't just going to be a one-time thing.
Definitely not.
Now I'm assuming we're probably not. I think Brent Spiner already said there would be no data flashbacks. He wasn't going to be in season 2. By the look on your face, I'm feeling you already saw him in season 1, or in episode 1. So maybe that was all a lie.
I say nothing.
Yeah.
Need to get Pippa
Um,
Latex 327. Yes, absolutely. Get Pippa to do 7. Our friend of the channel, Ms. Chantel Cosplay, does her 7 of 9 is just absolutely outstanding.
it
Crazy town.
is. It is.
Yeah, I'm not going to there. So without again any spoilers, they do have like a coming on season 2 of Picard at the end of the episode, and they do show some things that I didn't realize were going to happen on this season, and I've been pretty good about kind of keeping up on what's going to happen. So that's all.
Huh. So okay, so what you're saying is that the trailers and all the media and everything hasn't spoiled all of the
I don't think it has. No, no. There's a couple of
interesting.
little quick flashes and things that are happening, but I mean the main crux of what's going on happens right in that first episode. So you're going to dive right in with both feet.
So Q shows up right away.
No, no, but he does show up. So that's
Okay, no, but I
all.
mean he's in the first episode.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's in the yes, absolutely. He's in the first episode. Yeah, that's correct.
And so John Delancey, I listen. I don't really know him as anything else other than Q.
Correct.
I've never really seen him in anything else. But to me, you know how Voyager tried to bring in a different Q, and then
Right.
how there was a kid Q, and how like they tried to bring in other Qs that just weren't Q.
Right. Yeah. Nobody chews scenery like John Delancey chews.
No, he
that
was by
role.
far my favorite villain because he's not always a villain, but
Well,
you know, he's the heel, right? He's my favorite Star Trek
yes.
heel
Yes.
of all time. He's one of my favorite characters in all of Star Trek. So I'm so happy that he's back.
The trial never ends.
The trial never ends.
I'm gonna have you entertain the troops here just a little bit longer. I apologize. I'm gonna have to refill my glass because I spilled it all over my desk. And
For those watching that weren't there earlier, Jeff spilt
Here
his
it is.
glass all over the floor.
Yeah.
You know, he's like a little kid over there. You know,
Listen,
can't
all right.
take him anywhere.
It's true. It's 100% true. The oldest little kid ever. I'll be right back.
All right, let's see if we can go through some of these comments here. Marianne says, I feel seen or attacked. Hey, listen, we're nobody's attacking. We're just having fun. Ice Cable says, I know, but for those of us that like to watch it on TV, oh, that's right. I think it's on CTV. What's it called now? CTV Sci-Fi here in Canada. I think it's on tonight. You're right. What else is going on here? A lot of these comments, I'll be honest, I'm not sure what they were about, so we're gonna skip. Rip Jeff's drink. Yeah, he just spilled it all over the place. Gone but not forgotten. Well, you know, we'll see about that one. What's everybody thinking of season 2? Have you already watched the first episode? Are you excited about it? I know I am. I haven't been as excited about Star Trek as I have been in a long time for Picard season 2. And Strange New Worlds. Strange New Worlds is coming out, I believe, in June. I think it is, or something like that. June or July. So I cannot wait for Strange New Worlds to come out as well. Corey Carter is joined. Hello, Corey. Holy cow, a bunch of people are joining and leaving and joining and leaving. It's hard to keep up. Not yet, but excited. Yeah, I mean, Tanith, I haven't watched it either, but I'm probably going to watch it after this. I'm not going to lie. Mike Lycons is right after this as well. Yeah, like I said, I thought it was coming out next week. I would have known I would have watched it before we recorded this, but not knowing, I'm going to watch it next week. Maybe I should take some time to talk to you guys about this while Jeff is out doing his thing here and leaving me to hang and dry here. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming out on the Geeks and Co YouTube channel over the next little while. I just tonight reviewed our rough cut of the Geeks and Co 2021 Fan Expo Experience documentary that we're putting together. It's in editing now. I just watched the rough cut actually before this. It's going to be wicked. Actually, a lot of the people in this chat are tagged in that video, so keep an eye out for that. I think you're going to like it. It's the first time we actually put out like a proper semi-professional, more documentary style video, so I think that's going to be cool. Over the last couple of weeks, we've also filmed a brand new video series that we're calling Geek Tests, where me and my buddy Rob, who's also in the chat, are trying stuff out. We holy cow, what have we done? The first episode, we're opening up a Amazon mystery box. Second episode, we're trying some Stormtrooper themed hot sauce. I think the third episode, we are doing international flavored Lay's chips here in Canada. For those of you that don't know, Lay's has made a bunch of international flavored chips. So we tried those out. And then we filmed another one as well. Oh, books, funny books off of Amazon. So this is a brand new video series that's going to be coming out on the channel. Jeff, I'll catch you up to date on all the stuff that I was just talking about a little bit later. But brand new video series coming out, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. I'm trying to get a lot of the episodes edited so they can be released periodically, like every week or whatever. But lots and lots and lots of content that I'm super excited about coming on the channel. You're going to see a lot more, my buddy Rob. Oh, the lamb chips are good. We haven't tried the lamb chips. The ones we tried, there were 4 flavors. There were 2 from China and 2 from India. I don't know. Did you see those international flavored Lay's chips, Jeff, that they've come out with? No,
I don't think so. No, but I've been dieting pretty hardcore, so chips are not on the menu anyway. But
well, fair enough. But they've come out with from China cucumber chips.
ooh, I like cucumber.
And they've come out with, I think it's chicken and tomatoes. What's the other flavor?
Ooh, I also like those 2 things.
Yeah, listen, they're very weird chips. Very, very weird chips. And then
Coming from the nation that has ketchup chips, I don't think we really get to sling mud at anybody else, right?
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no, but they taste weird. Like the cucumber chips are like sweet. Like the very sugary sweet. Yeah, like I don't know. They were very weird. And then there were 2 flavors from India as well that I forget. And
Nice.
we got to try these and film their reactions. And it's going to be neat to check out and see what people think of this new video series that we're pushing out soon.
All that content, baby. Ketchup chips are good. Oh, ketchup chips are good. I'm not arguing. Ketchup chips are amazing, but we're the only country that has ketchup chips because who would think to make chips with ketchup flavor? Us.
And it's funny because people from all over the world try them and they're like, "Ooh, that's just gross. Like, why would you eat this?" I think they're amazing.
I think they're fantastic.
Where do I get those chips? We got them at Walmart. There was a whole display at Walmart, but I'm assuming they're available pretty much everywhere. I mean, they're Lay's chips, so ketchup chips makes perfect sense. It's like fries and ketchup. That being said, I hate ketchup chips. What?
Oh, well, Victoria, it's been fun. How do we boot somebody from the channel?
Yeah, Victoria, you're fired.
Can I throw somebody out of the...
Yeah.
I don't think, we're going to have to revoke your Canadian citizenship. Next thing you'll say is you don't like poutine, and then you're really fired.
Hey. Okay, let's not go there. Let's steady now. Steady.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Ketchup chips the bomb. There we go.
That's not...
Bud, got more Star Wars coming very, very soon. I hear the rumor is that in May,
Obi-Wan, right?
Obi-Wan is next.
Right.
I don't think anything else has finished production, has it?
I don't know. I'll see myself out. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
No, that's right. No, Marianne, you let her go. That's right. Goodbye. No ketchup chips. Come on. Terrible.
I'll see myself out.
Yes. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
Not Mike. Wayne says, I went to different parts of Southeast Asia and Europe. Nora seaweed or Thailand's and oregano are basing. I'm not sure. I guess these are flavors. Oregano based in Greece.
Robbie doesn't like
amusing.
Robbie, it's like I don't even know you, man. What the balls? What the absolute balls? How do you? Ugh. I'm gonna have to reevaluate my entire social circle at this point. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. Marianne says, "Oh yeah, the no was for her dislike of ketchup chips." The audacity, yeah, the Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this bitch, unbelievable. I cannot believe you would freely admit you don't like ketchup chips in this Canadian channel.
Terrible. Dude, have you seen some of the news coming out of Obi-Wan?
No, I don't think I have. No.
So there's a couple things that have kind of been leaked at this point. For one, not only are we going to get Vader, and it's going to be Hayden Christensen in the Vader suit, we're also going to get a young Hayden. So they're filming scenes where they're going to de-age Hayden and make him into like a Clone Wars Anakin.
Okay.
We're also going to see Vader without his helmet, apparently. So we're going to see Anakin as Vader, all burnt and crisp and in the
Extra
suit,
tasty, crispy. Sure.
but without the helmet. Apparently they've cast a bunch of people in roles that we're not going to expect. Hayden has barely aged as is. Well, you know what? Actually, if you've seen pictures of him lately, he's aged a little bit.
Here's the thing, and I don't mean to be that guy, but you and I both know we're of an age where the prequels were maybe not exactly in our wheelhouse. So I am far more excited. Like, all the Hayden stuff's great, and for those of you that love Hayden Christensen, that's wonderful that you guys are going to get lots of Hayden in this. But show's called Obi-Wan. I'm in there for Ewan McGregor, and I'm curious to see what they're going to do with his character and how they're going to move forward with it. Because again, this is weird because this is still a prequel. This is still locked in a timeline that ends with A New Hope, him dying at the end of A New Hope. So we sort of know anytime he's in peril, we know he's going to be okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's I'm not a huge fan of the context of the show, but getting to see Ewan McGregor be Obi-Wan Kenobi again, I mean, come on. There's a reason I cosplay Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's a fantastic character. Ewan forever. Absolutely. And he's one of the most beautiful men walking God's green earth, second only to your friend of mine, Henry Cavill. But he
I thought you were gonna say me for a second. Like, holy cow.
You
Thanks,
then
bud.
Henry Cavill, then Ewan McGregor. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. It should be interesting. I wonder how it's going to find the balance between The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, because I mean, by the looks of it, it's just another guy on a desert planet trying to live his life in secret. So I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a prediction again. You know how I like my predictions, and
I
how
do
like to,
enjoy your predictions. Please.
conjure up scenarios. And
Hit me.
I think this is actually going to be more of a Vader show than an Obi-Wan show.
Don't say that. That's not okay. It's not okay. Why would it be that?
I don't want it to be more of a Vader show where it's going to be all about Vader and the Inquisitors hunting for Obi-Wan. And then Obi-Wan is going to go on little adventures here and there where he has to leave Tatooine to go save this person and to go help that person out. And now he's got to come back because somebody's getting close to Luke and he's got to go chop some arm off. And I feel like this is very much going to be just as much a Vader show as it is a Obi-Wan show.
But it's called Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I know.
So if it's not,
that's what people wanted.
Yeah, it is what people wanted. So what you're describing is not what people wanted.
Hey, tell me about Boba Fett. How much Boba Fett was in the Boba Fett show?
Not a lot.
Well, there you go. So,
and what were the best episodes of the Book of Boba Fett?
The Mando shows.
Yeah, the ones that didn't have a lot of Boba Fett in them.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
You're gonna make me cry. I might cry. I'm not saying a book. Wow, Book of Boba Fett. I'm not saying a show that's centered around Vader wouldn't be cool and his hunt for the Jedi and everything else. So then you call the show Vader, and I think that's a huge hit show, and I think that's a fantastic idea. Show's not called Vader. Show's called Kenobi. So it better damn well be about Obi-Wan Kenobi, or what are we even doing?
I wouldn't be surprised if season 2 is actually called Vader.
Well, hopefully this is going to turn out like a lot of your other predictions.
Corey J. Carter says, might be like Boba Fett. We're surprised it's Mando. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't be surprised at all. That's what the case is.
I assume it will be an Obi-Wan versus Vader show, so lots of both. As long as there's I don't know. We'll see.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think that we're going to completely ignore. I don't think we're going to get into a situation where you're going to have full episodes where you're not going to see Obi-Wan.
Better not. That man's beautiful. I need to see his face.
I don't think that's going to happen. But like I said, I'm pretty sure this is going to be just as much about Vader and the Inquisitors. Let's be honest. It's not just Vader.
I feel like, I don't know. I could see it going either way. I just, the climate, like, obviously it has to end with them facing off, right? If they've said that's going to happen, even though canonically it doesn't really make a lot of sense, they've said they're going to face off. That has to be towards the end. There has to be a build up to that. I don't know. I don't want it to be spoiled by the fact, do they make out? Oh, Michael. No, sir. No, they do not make out. Maybe they do in the flashback scenes. That's certainly a possibility. Like pre-Padme, right? Maybe the little Jedi on Jedi. I don't know.
Oh my
But I don't
God.
think you want. I don't think you want Ewan McGregor making out with the extra tasty, crispy Anakin Skywalker version. I don't think you want that. That's not going to be. That's not going to be good. I'm not kink shaming, by the way. If that's what you're into, that to each their own. I'm not here to make any judgment calls on what's working for you on a Thursday evening. But what were we talking about?
You completely derailed it, bud. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were talking about Vader, the new Vader show.
With you, yeah, absolutely. So I have a conversation. I'm sorry, I'm going to segue. Yes. I have a conversation with my friend Michael Icon, and I'm talking about. So I've recently picked up the Orville, and I'm watching the Orville, and I'm about halfway through the second season. So a favorite character has just left the show, been replaced by another character that's essentially the same character. So obviously there's something going on behind the scenes. Anyways, and I said to Michael, he hasn't watched the show. And I said, well, it has a very, I don't see it. I see it more like a Galaxy Quest as opposed to a Lower Decks. It's like
yeah.
It's more like like you can tell McFarlane is a big fan of Star Trek, and when you realize that this was his original idea for an actual Star Trek show,
Yes.
and it was declined, and then he made this instead. I said, it seems more Galaxy Quest, less Lower Decks. And my friend Michael said he didn't care for Galaxy Quest.
Wait, what?
And then I said, I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
Yeah.
And we had a
Sorry,
laugh
who?
back and forth. Michael Icon.
Who?
I know.
Wait, what?
I know. The Star Wars chip, extra tasty, crispy.
I agree.
I love Galaxy Quest. I think it's fantastic.
I love Galaxy Quest as well, and I think you're right. I think it is a little bit more Galaxy Quest than it is Lower Decks, and you're right. My understanding is that he actually wrote this show and pitched it to Paramount.
Yeah.
And when Paramount said, "Yeah, no, we're not making a silly Star Trek, a comedy Star Trek," he says, "Okay, fine." Turned around and went to Fox, and Fox says, "Yeah, of course we'll make a comedy Star Trek."
Absolutely.
And then they called it that. They called it the Orville.
Yeah, and I'm actually enjoying it, and I didn't think I would. I really thought.
Oh my God, Robbie hasn't seen Galaxy Quest.
I need to watch Galaxy Quest, dude. It's so once you realize that it's less parody and more a love note. Like it's less about trying to poke fun. It's not Spaceballs. Spaceballs was more of a parody poking fun at Star Trek and Star Wars. Galaxy Quest is like literally like a love letter. Yes, it makes fun of the fan base a little bit, but even then, it's all very good natured, very tongue in cheek.
Totally.
Yeah. No, it's
you have to remember Galaxy Quest is what, 25 years old?
Oh, prompt. Well, if only there were some way we could find out when Galaxy.
How old is Galaxy Quest? Galaxy Quest, 1999.
There you go. So 23 years
old.
Yeah. And I haven't watched it in some time, so I'm definitely due for a rewatch.
So it's a 23-year-old movie. So keep that in mind, Robbie, when you're watching the movie. It's not a movie from 2022, obviously.
Well, Michael is saying I might have been in a bad mood when I saw, or I was drunk. Well, I mean, I'm going to go with probably the latter. Is it that old? Oh my God, it is that old. Yeah. So some of the CGI does not really hold up spectacularly well, but the rest of it is it's fantastic. Especially now that you've gotten another 20 some odd years of Star Wars and Star Trek under your belt. I think you'll appreciate it a little bit more. But give it a watch. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to derail us from our.
No, and that's completely fine. And I like your comparison because you're right. I don't think it is. And I know we referred to not Galaxy Quest, the Orville as being more akin to Lower Decks. Was it last week or the week before?
I think so. We were talking about, and I'm not saying it's not. There's clearly a kinship there, but I do feel it's definitely more Galaxy Quest than Lower Decks. Lower Decks has a certain, I don't know, man.
Well, Lower Decks has a way of taking a little tiny fact from Star Trek that only Trekkies know, and they write a whole story about it just to make fun of it.
That's what I mean. Because they have all the lore to back into, whereas the Orville doesn't have that. They have to create that out of the whole cloth, and I think that's the difference between today's topic. How much can we go off the rails? Listen, extra tasty, crispy potato chips, weird kink shames, and Galaxy Quest.
We've
New
got
Orville.
Peter watching on YouTube who is commenting, "Hi, great interview, thumbs up." This, well, hi Peter, thanks for watching.
Hey, buddy.
Um, who
So
needs
can you take
consistency?
the
Embrace the
comment and put it on the
chaos.
screen? We were on
There we
rails.
go.
Yes, sorry. Before you got here, we were definitely on rails for sure. We need to embrace
Yeah,
the
I
cat.
can see the comments coming in from YouTube in the StreamYard interface here, so that's pretty neat.
Can you put it on the screen though?
Can I?
I don't know. Rails.
There we
Hey,
go.
see, there we go. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. So you can do that with any of the comments. You can pick and choose the ones that that you want to appear on the screen. Great interview. Awesome. Super, super cool. Thanks, Peter. That's awesome. Rails. Yes, where we're going, we don't need rails.
Well, this is the Back to the Future episode. But Jeff, we are almost 45 minutes in, and I'm the one that's been doing most of the talking and talking about stuff that I'm looking forward to. What are you looking forward to over the next, I don't know, few months?
Obviously, on the movie front, some of the DC offerings that are going to be coming out. So we already talked about the Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all going to be seeing that hopefully this weekend, as well as Shazam, Black Adam, and Aquaman. I think we're getting all three this year, plus the Batman. So yeah, it's a very, very DC heavy. And while I like both Marvel and DC, I'm not going to be like, you must hate one and love the other. I'm not one of those. My heart, ever since I collected comics back in the late 80s, early 90s, is DC. So I'm very much looking forward to how those movies are going to come together. Oh, isn't the Flash coming out this year? There's no way Hold on. Wait. There's no way there's 4 DC.
The Flash is coming out this way. Hang on. Well, let's look it up here.
Hold on.
So the Flash movie
DC
is
movie
set to come out in 2022.
Does
it give me an actual date here? November 4th, 2022 for the Flash. The Batman's coming out tomorrow.
The Batman March 4th. DC League is okay. So Black Adam is in July.
Adam is in July.
Yeah, dude, we're getting 4 DC movies. Are you friggin' kidding me?
Shazam. So, what's the second one? Oh, Shazam's coming out next year.
Sorry,
so Shazam's not this year.
That's right. So we're getting the Batman, Black Adam, the Flash, and Aquaman. All this year.
Yeah.
That is a banner year. Obviously, the big one for me, you know what? They're all big ones. In fact, the DC League of Super Pets comes out in May as well. And I was pretty shocked at how entertaining I found the trailer to that to be.
But that's going to be a HBO Max show or one of those streaming services shows, right?
Yep. Yeah, I believe it is. But yeah, I mean, come on.
I don't think, Robbie, I don't think Batgirl is coming out this year. I think it's next year. Oh, Batgirl is 2022 as well.
Yeah, but that's also just on the streaming platform as far as I aware.
Is it really? Because it says
film.
So.
Does this? Yeah, but a film on HBO Max? No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Production for the streaming service HBO Max. I apologize. Yeah. I did not realize Batgirl was. I thought that was going to be a theater release. Oh, well, I'm a little disappointed now. I really thought it was.
So yeah,
especially with what you showed me, the Keaton Batman being in this.
That's right. Yeah,
now I'm a little disappointed it's going to be HBO Max, but.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard to even say which one of those I'm looking forward to the most, because I feel like a lot, like the Batman, I think we've already established is going to be good and stuff, but the other 3, I feel like at least Aquaman is already an established sort of property and such, and they're just building off the first one, which was good, wholesome popcorn fun. But the other 2, Black Adam and the Flash, I feel like those could go either way. I feel like those are either going to be amazing or they're going to be just absolutely terrible. So fingers crossed. And then what's happening on the Marvel side for 2022?
Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Which I'm not gonna lie. The more I see of it, the more I'm excited about it.
Good. So Thor: Love and Thunder in July.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
And then Wakanda Forever in November.
I think that's being pushed back.
Is that one being pushed
back?
I
think it might already have been pushed back. Okay. there's been a lot of issues filming, and I think they've just recently picked filming back up. So I don't think it's going to be ready for this year because
That's
I think
fair.
they're actually still filming or they just finished filming.
So the next thing though is Moon Knight on Disney Plus, right?
Moon Knight, which I feel like I should be super excited about, but the
I'm
trailers
not.
haven't
Yeah, I'm
really
not.
done anything for me. Like
Yeah,
I
I feel like that's going to be
not
the same
sure I like
thing.
the direction they're taking with this show.
Yeah, it's either going to be amazing or it's going to be just dreck. So I don't know. We'll have to see how that
Yeah,
works out.
I mean it's hard to say.
Yeah.
It's really hard to say.
What about Thor: Love and Thunder? Where are you on that?
Um, I mean, look, I mean, I loved Ragnarok. I mean, for crying out loud, I've got Surtur's skull on my ceiling here. Well, not on my ceiling, but
It's
I
true.
was online. Surtur's skull right here, or Surtur's crown, I should say. Um, so you know, I'm excited to see where the story goes. I just I haven't been as excited for the MCU
Yeah,
as I
same.
used to be. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is. I used to be all gung ho about anything coming out that was MCU. It was like, oh yeah, all right, let's. Now it's like, yeah, okay, I'll see it when I see it. You know?
My theory on that is I think like I get what they've been doing with the shows on Disney Plus. Like I understand, and but I think it waters down the product a little bit too much. Like the movies don't seem like they're events anymore because there's almost no lag time between the next Marvel project, whether it be a show or a movie. So it doesn't feel like the movies are like a big deal anymore because you're just and because the production values are so high in the show, the shows are just 8 to 10 hour movies anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You just don't
yeah.
seem to get as pumped about the stuff anymore because there's so much of it now and you're never far out from getting more of it. And it's just like, well, okay.
And it's not like I don't like what they've been putting out. Like I enjoyed all of the shows. I know you were so about some of the shows. I enjoyed
Yeah,
them
yeah.
all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, I feel exactly the same way, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. A Peacemaker. Peacemaker's amazing.
I
I've
still
only
have to
got the
watch it.
last episode left to what you stop watching it.
No, I still have to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
Dude, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I have to watch the last episode still, and I know I keep saying I'm gonna watch the last episode, and I haven't in like a couple weeks, but Peacemaker, I just haven't had time because the show is amazing.
Good.
The show is the superhero show I didn't know I needed in my life. James Gunn, I think, did a better job with Peacemaker than he did with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nice.
Yeah,
I think
something
he's
about
been
that
given a
show.
lot. He's been Warner's and DC has given him basically like complete and
Yeah,
utter free
just
reign.
here's the money,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
do what you
Do whatever
want.
you want. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
apparently he's now working on another DC side project. So
Is he really now? Interesting.
yes, not
Peacemaker was unexpected, especially
yeah,
right from the first episode. You're like, oh my god, like what the fuck am I watching here? That it was. I really like it. Actually, you
nice.
know what? Maybe that's what I'll do tonight. Is after this, I'm gonna go watch Picard's episode 1, and I'm gonna go
Yeah,
watch
you are.
Peacemaker finale. That's what I'm gonna do.
Do it. Do it
There you
now.
go.
Come
There.
on. I'm only 4 or
Yeah.
5 into Peacemaker, but it's great, especially the first episode. Yeah, I will definitely start watching it. Like I said, I'm hooked on the Orville right now, and it's only 2 seasons until the third season comes out on Hulu. So once the Orville's done,
Coming
I will.
out,
Is it soon?
I think soon. And it's
Let's.
the name's changed. It's called the Orville something now.
The Orville season 3. Let's check the Google. The Orville New Horizons.
Yes.
June 2nd.
June
Awesome.
2nd. So it's in a couple months.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's moved to Hulu, which
That
I
I
don't
knew.
understand how. I mean, maybe somebody can explain this to me in the comments. Maybe I'm just thick, but Disney owns Fox now.
Correct.
Orville is a Fox show.
Right.
Disney also owns Hulu.
Sure.
Disney cancels Hulu, the Orville on Fox, and then it gets picked up by Hulu, which is also Disney. Like, I don't understand. Like, what the fuck is going on there? Like, how do you cancel a show and then pick it up on your own other net? Like, why don't you just say you're moving it to the other network? Like, I don't understand what the deal was there. Why make a big stink about canceling it and then bringing it back?
Maybe that's why.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because of the fact that it's been so long since season 2's ended. It's been like what, a year and a half, almost 2 years since season 2.
Yeah, season 3 didn't even start filming until 2019, but then COVID kept pushing it back. So
right. So maybe that was why. Maybe they figured, okay, well, if we cancel it and then relaunch it as the Orville New Horizons, it's gonna give a marketing boost to the show or whatnot. I don't know. I just think it's weird that they would do that, but that is also coming as well. A lot of good stuff coming. A lot of good stuff coming over the next few months.
Hell yeah.
I'm wondering if we've lost the chat here because it's gone pretty quiet. Maybe we're just boring everybody. We're just two boring old men, right? Ranting right now.
I mean, it's true.
Everybody's fallen asleep by now.
It's okay. They can just. It's been almost an hour. It's all right. People get sleepy, man.
And is this coming out this year as well? The Ahsoka show. When is that coming out?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. See, there's too much. There's too many things. Okay, can we all just settle down? I need to start on the Orville.
Yes, yeah, there's a Battlestar Galactica reboot coming. There's a bunch of Star Wars shows coming.
2 of your 12 viewers are making a late dinner. Erica, Adam. So JS.
There you go.
Erica, JS. So Erica is the one that's going to be joining us next week for the Batman.
Ah, perfect. Nice to meet you, Erica. Well, nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Oh, Lord of the Rings. Duh. How can we forget about that? That's coming out also shortly. September 2nd or something like that. The week after Fan Expo. Lord of the Rings is coming out. Moon Knight, Art of the Con and saying Moon Knight. We talked about that quickly.
Yep. Like Michael saying, sorry, work crap invading my personal space. That's fair. Eric is saying the Orville hooked me much faster than it should have. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
My thoughts, Eric. I didn't think I would even enjoy it. I don't like Seth MacFarlane. I'm not a big fan of any of that, but holy snapping. Yeah, I am hooked and I'm enjoying it and I'm binging it. So I'm almost done.
Victoria is saying, I'm shopping for zippers. Doesn't get more exciting than that. Victoria, do you mean you're actually shopping for zippers right this minute? Like you're in a store? Or are you shopping for zippers online? Like, I want to understand what do you mean by you're shopping for zippers?
You know, Victoria's 20, right? Like she's, I will lay every penny of my bank account that she's shopping online.
I want another season of Black Summer already. I've never even watched
that. Whiskey's good. I like whiskey.
Yeah.
Whiskey's tasty.
Dude, do you like your whiskey in? So you're a whiskey and pop whiskey diet. I'm assuming.
It depends. Yeah, it is whiskey diet. But yeah, typically I do just like drinking it over ice. So,
listen. Do you like whiskey and ginger at all?
I'm more of a I like Ryan Ginger. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
One of the things we also tried. Canada Dry has come out with a glass bottled premium ginger ale.
Ooh.
Let me tell you something. I was shocked at how good it was when I tried it. Rob can tell you as well. We could not believe how good it was. Right away, we're like, okay, where the fuck is the whiskey?
So
I'm shopping online. Shut your pie hole, Jeff. Well, there you go.
Shut your pie hole. See, I told you, shopping online. Shut your pie hole. I haven't got that one in a while. Thanks, Victoria. That's nice. Shut your
Rob says, yes, very good.
I'm going to be seeing you in 2 weeks, Victoria. So just watch your P's and Q's, miss.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see everybody in a couple weeks, guys. We will be at Comic-Con. Like I said, we're probably going to be just in plain clothes or at least a very casual type cosplay. Make sure you come and say hi. You know, we're going to be filming. I'm trying to get my hands on a wireless mic that we can hook into the camera.
Good idea. Yep.
So that I can actually talk to people and we can hear them.
Yeah.
So that'd be fantastic. So guys, come and say hi. Come and have a chat. We're going to try find a maybe not so quiet spot to do a short podcast.
Yes.
From the con floor as well.
Yes.
Whether we do it live on Instagram or how we go about.
I think we should probably do it live on Instagram.
I think that's probably what we're going to be doing, but that's another thing we're going to be doing at Comic-Con.
So stay tuned for that one, guys.
Definitely. We're going to fight in 2 weeks. Oh, She-Hulk. That's another one that is coming out.
Con coverage Geek Boutique podcast. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, She-Hulk. Yeah, Tatiana Maslany. Huge fan. Love Orphan Black. So fingers crossed that one's good. again, it is a little bit of the Marvel fatigue. There's so much content now, but we'll see. Hopefully, that one's going to be a good one.
Yeah,
Isn't
that
it
one
called
hasn't been
Spider-Verse
scheduled yet. It
2?
says first episode date 2022. There's no official date
Oh
as
yeah,
to
that's
when it
the
started.
Spider-Verse, because we did get the Spider-Verse teaser.
Yeah, so it's not called Into the Spider-Verse. It's called
Across or Across the Spider-Verse.
Across.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Into the Spider-Verse 2? Yeah,
uh,
Across the Spider-Verse. But that is coming
November?
out October as well. This year as well. Man,
Ugh.
so much stuff coming out.
Yeah, that's another one.
Morbius.
Yeah, Spider-Verse is another one that was kind of like the Orville, where I went in with some very low expectations and was just absolutely blown away at how
Yeah.
good that was. Like even other non-geeks have shown that movie too, and they're like, "This is actually really good." I'm like, yeah, "I know."
Into the Spider-Verse, I'm not gonna lie, is probably one of my favorite Spider-Man movies of all time.
It's a really, really well put together film. I love Lord and Miller. I love the work they do. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball, like all that stuff. That's fantastic. So I love the look of it. I love the feel of
I'm
it.
so mad we never got to see their version of Solo.
I know. I know.
So
I know.
mad they
Yeah.
took him off Solo to
Yeah.
put friggin' Ron Howard.
Yeah. It's too funny. Yeah. Okay. We
Like,
can't have a
duh, it's
we can't have
Solo.
a we can't have a comedic Star Wars film.
Yeah, I was so mad. That would have
It'd
been
be interesting to
amazing.
find out if there is some sort of like how did we get released the Snyder cut, but we've never gotten to release the Lord and Miller cut of Solo? Like my understanding is they were like 90% into production before they were yanked off it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I hated Solo. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I didn't care. Like I watched it once and I've never had a desire to go back and watch it again. But I also
yeah,
felt the
same
same way about
here.
Rogue One, and everybody hates me for saying that. But yeah, I would be curious to see if
Alright,
they
we're
have
cutting Jeff
enough.
off now. Alright, bye-bye. Jeff's cut off. No, I'm just kidding.
I would be curious to see if there was some sort of a cut out there, a Lord and Miller cut that could be put together, reviewed. Because yeah, it's got to be a vastly different movie. They reshot something like 70% of that film. So
80, I hear.
something, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a completely different film. So yeah,
It
oh,
also doubled the production budget.
yeah, like 300 million, I think, is what they ended up spending on it by the time it was all said and done.
No, like I think closer to 5. It was closer to 500 million.
Just the production?
Yeah.
Wow, that was never going to make it.
Yeah, because they had an original budget of like $350 million and then they reshot 80% of the movie.
Wow.
So yeah, it's, yeah.
Let's check the numbers. I'm curious now. That 500, man, that seems huge. Jeez. Solo, a Star Wars story. Well, they're saying 275 million, but there's no way.
But that was the original budget.
Yeah.
And it says box office 393 million, but it did not make 393 million at the box office.
Worldwide.
I don't
Total
think it.
gross.
I don't
Total
know
gross
that it made that worldwide.
Yeah. Anyways, regardless, it wasn't good. Nobody liked it, and it went away. I shouldn't say nobody liked it. I do know there are fans of it, but there's
It wasn't a horrible movie.
No,
he just was not Han Solo. That was my main issue with it. He was not Han Solo.
Yeah, that's tough. It's already. I mean, I remember when they first announced that movie coming out, and we were all like, "Did anybody want this? Like, was anybody asking for a Han Solo origin film?" Like, part of the cool part about Solo is that he's a pirate and a rogue and a smuggler with a heart of gold. We don't know a lot about his.
Yeah,
just oblique references here and there. It's kind of like the Matrix movies. Zion was this cool place when we didn't know what it was, and then when we saw what it was like, oh.
Yeah, it's like, oh, now this is bogging down the movies, right?
You should have just left this as this, this Shangri-La where people can go and be safe, and instead they showed it, and everybody was like, "Oh, this is terrible." I feel like Solo was kind of the same way. We didn't need to know his backstory. It was cool seeing how he and Chewie got together and all that kind of, and how he got the name Han Solo and all that kind of jazz. But still,
totally agree. All
right.
Well, listen.
Wanted to cover here, my friend?
No, I think that was about it. I mean, I feel like we've gone over most of the stuff that is coming up.
Off of everybody in the chat. Sorry, guys. You guys though sticking around for this one. I mean, hats off to you, my friends, because we were all over the place on this one. So
Havens Creative says something happened with Pirates of the Caribbean. We don't need Jack Sparrow's younger years. The mystery makes him legendary. Exactly.
You've got
100% agree.
to the viewer's imagination to let us sort of fill in the blank and exactly what you're saying. Let us build the legend in our minds because no matter what you put on the screen, it's not going to compare to what we're doing.
Yeah.
So,
No, I 100% agree.
look, yeah, Tanith. Yep, my tits are gone. See, I told you, pouring the tits off everybody. We knew what we signed up for. Well, you guys, I got to tell you, man, hats off.
Oh, wow. These knives are starting to fly low.
Yep, yep. You knew what you were getting when you jumped into this.
Yeah, fair enough.
Next week, topical, 4 people, round table.
The Batman.
Yes, not just the film, but again, Batman across space and time. Probably the most popular literary character of the last 100 years. I don't even know how you would argue that. So it's going to be interesting discussion to break down what Batman is and what he means.
I listen. I'm going to argue that for a second because I want to say that
You don't want to save that argument for next week?
Superman is probably more popular than Batman overall.
I am a
There are more Superman comic books.
Superman fan, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't.
We will discuss next week. Don't rob
know.
Next week discussion from this week.
Art of the Con, the Lego Star Wars showing young Han was awesome. Actually, that was genius. Oh, they brought the Lego Star Wars back to Disney Plus. FYI, if you haven't watched the Lego Star Wars shows, back on Disney Plus.
I love the chaos. Well, you came to the right place. So that's what this is. Wall to wall.
Yes. Hey, listen. Thanks everybody for sticking with us. It's always I love these episodes where people are active like this in the chat. I mean, it's so much fun to actually talk with people and read their responses and be able to hear what others are thinking rather than your old ass. But I prefer Superman, but I do think Batman is more popular. I don't know. I feel like they sell more Superman comic books than they do Batman comic books.
Go to
on
a
regular
con.
basis.
Go to a con dressed up as Superman, and then go to a con dressed up as Batman, and you will know instantly who the more popular character is. Both with young kids, teens, and adults, you will know immediately who the more popular of those two characters is. I'm just talking in the collective consciousness in society as a whole. Like in the zeitgeist, I think Batman is the more popular character. Yeah.
Maybe. Yep. All right. Well, listen, we're going to end it here because things are going to get.
Yeah, we're just going to keep going on this. So.
Yeah, exactly. We're just going to keep talking about it. So, we'll cut it here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Make sure you click like and subscribe. And everybody here on Instagram, go to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Geeks & Co. We've got a bunch. See, oh, no, I'm not wearing a Geeks & Co. I'm not wearing my Geeks & Co. hoodie. But Geeks & Co. Go to the YouTube channel, subscribe. There's a bunch of content coming out, like I said earlier. You're not going to want to miss that. Jeff, buddy, thanks a lot. And listen,
of course, anytime, man.
What time are you seeing Batman
at? 6.
Okay, shoot me a text.
I will.
I'm not seeing it till 8. You know what? I'll be in the theater when you get out. Shoot me a text. Let me know what you think because I'll see you when I get out of the theater.
I will do.
Thanks again, everybody. Stay geeky. We'll see you next time. If I can.